Ladies and gentlemen,
the final four teams.
Every single play!
We're the Ravens. It's only one way to play this game. Fast and physical. Let them know we play Detroit ball all day. Every single play is on your will, on them.
And they will be meeting for the right to go to the Super Bowl.
Mahomes slings it. Touchdown! Kansas City!
Way by him.
Todd Kelsey, touchdown! Jackson takes it himself for the touchdown.
Make room for the bad.
To the house, touchdown Detroit Lions. Oh, baby. He's dunked.
Wow.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Make room for the best.
That's two. We got two to go.
The best in the building.
Today, Baltimore stands at the crossroads of history and destiny. For the first time in over 5 decades, Charm City becomes the battleground for the title of the best in the AFC. A budding dynasty is riding on the shoulders of the young legend, Patrick Mahomes, folks, in his 6th consecutive conference final with the reigning champion Kansas City Chiefs. But standing in their way is a phenom named Lamar Jackson, leading a team ready to write their own story of triumph, the gritty and determined Baltimore Ravens. M&T Bank Stadium is the site where both of these squads are in pursuit of the ultimate prize, and that would be a trip to Super Bowl 58. And hello, folks, and welcome to the NFL Today, powered by Ram Trucks. I'm James Brown, live from M&T Bank Stadium right here in Baltimore, and I'm joined by a few members of what I love to call the fraternity. My colleagues, former league MVP Boomer Esiason, two-time Defensive Player of the Year J.J. Watt, the multi-talented Emmy Award-winning Nate Burleson, and the Hall of Fame coach Bill Cowher and two-time Super Bowl champion Phil Simms. You know what? This city is indeed buzzing with anticipation for a matchup between two storied franchises with some of the best players in the game today.
And you know, JB, it wouldn't be an AFC Championship game without the music playing, right?
Oh, here we go.
Here's the deal. Patrick Mahomes, since he stepped foot on that field in Denver his rookie year until today, the most dominating football player in the NFL. You think about his last 3 playoff games, which includes last year's Super Bowl against the Philadelphia Eagles. No sacks, no interceptions. He was brilliant last week in Buffalo. He'll have to be equally brilliant here today in this atmosphere at M&T Bank Stadium with the Ravens fan going crazy. C.J. Stroud and that offense of the Houston Texans, they had 6 pre-snap penalties. That's something we did not see from Kansas City last week.
Yeah, you know, Boomer, Patrick Mahomes style, everybody thought it won't work in the NFL. Now everybody's trying to go out there and find a Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
But Lamar Jackson, he came out of college, and his running ability was going to make him a top-flight quarterback almost right away. He's still running, but what has he done passing? He gets better every single year, and the Ravens went out this year, got some skilled guys to catch those passes from him, and he's got an offensive coordinator, Todd Monken, who's doing a great job of letting Lamar Jackson work into his passing game.
Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes are getting a ton of shine, and rightfully so. But I want to talk about the defenses in today's matchup because they have had phenomenal seasons as well. Take a look at this graphic. Second in the NFL for the Chiefs in both points per game and sacks. And guess who was first? Oh, yeah, the Baltimore Ravens. Mike McDonald and Steve Spagnuolo have done a phenomenal job with these two defenses. Their goal today is to make life very, very difficult for Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson.
And for both those quarterbacks, they're dynamic and elusive in both their respective ways, but they both lean on the running game. And that's what's been a part of this playoff run for the Kansas City Chiefs has been this guy, Isaiah Pacheco. He gives them a physicality. He gives them an approach. They've rushed for over 140 yards these first 2 playoff games, and you can just see his style of running. It's an aggressive style. It's a delivering style. And that guy right there also in the playoffs, he's not afraid to pull the ball down and run. Not on the other side, they are built on the running game. Number one in the league in running the ball, Justice Hill, Gus Edwards, and Lamar Jackson. He's dynamic. He's special. He can turn a game around in a heartbeat, and he's continued to do that in his playoffs.
Yeah, as these fans file in, this stadium is about to be electric. The question is, will it be a purple haze or will it be a red wedding? And speaking of weddings, you know what you throw at a wedding? Flowers and rice. And Zay Flowers is a guy that I want to talk about. He's going to have to step up in this game. And then also Rashee Rice, who's an absolute beast. These are the X factors that will have to be the complementary players that at times in this game makes big plays to change the complexion of this squad. And there is Zay Flowers. And don't sleep on the fact that he's a speedster and can take the top off the coverage. Out of his 5 touchdowns, 3 of those came in the red zone. So even though he's a smaller target, he still is a beast when they start sniffing a touchdown.
Boom, when you heard him mention flight, he delivered all of that after landing at 11:30 last night. You know?
Come on, baby. It's the AFC Championship game. It's about to go down.
Hey, folks, and in a game like this, there's no question that these guys know it all too well. Availability is important indeed. And for the latest injury news for both squads, we are joined by the standard setter. That will be Tracy Wolfson. Hello, Tracy.
Hello, JB. The big news for the Ravens, the return of their star tight end, Mark Andrews, who suffered a broken fibula and ligament damage week 11. John Harbaugh told us he was full go in practice, no limitations. How he will be integrated into this offense remains to be seen. As for the Chiefs, though, they will be without their all-pro left guard, Joe Thuney. He's dealing with a pec strain. Nick Allegretti will take his spot, but certainly a huge challenge going up against this Ravens front. As for Isaiah Pacheco, limited this week with swelling in his toe and his ankle, but he is the epitome of toughness. No way he's not playing in this one. I was told, though, he will be wearing specialty cleats with an insert to protect that foot. Now on the defensive side of the ball, we just got news. That linebacker, Willie Gay Jr., will not play in this game. He was supposed to be the spy for Lamar Jackson. I was told expect Leo Chenal to take that role today, JB.
Always, Tracy, thank you so very much. And folks, earlier, it was the immensely talented Evan Washburn, who on his home turf here, caught up with Ravens head coach. That would be John Harbaugh.
Well, Coach, first of all, thanks for the time ahead of this big game. Not much you haven't seen or done over the course of 16 seasons, but this is a rare first to host an AFC title game here in Baltimore. What are you expecting in terms of an atmosphere and environment here?
Well, Evan, it's great for the city of Baltimore. I mean, everybody's excited. I expect our fans to be fired up. All the fans in the stadium, I'm sure, will be loud. There'll be the Raven Wall, like always, and even more. But all the fans in the city, too. Everybody watching the game on TV. Everybody with their friends and family. I want them to enjoy this. This is special. We try to play our best football game.
Your team has played its best, often against the best teams in this league, in the biggest moments. How, if at all, can that help you as you get set to take on Kansas City?
Well, it's a good thing because it's a great football team we're playing, so we're going to need our best. And, you know, our guys are ready to go. They prepare, they work, they're tough, they're physical. We're going to try to do our best, you know, and this is a good team. I mean, Andy, Mahomes, what Steve's done with the defense is to be admired, and we're ready for it, though.
Yeah, lastly, how would you best describe the challenge that Kansas City presents, this year's version of them?
Well, that's it. They're really a complete team. I mean, I think all 3 phases are great. Dave Toth does a great job with the special teams. You know, they've got weapons all over the place, a physical offensive line, very stout on defense, very, very well coached, very disciplined. They come from every direction on defense. We're going to have to handle the pressure. I think we're ready for it.
Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck today.
Thanks, Evan.
One of the Ravens who sports a Super Bowl ring, that will be Odell Beckham Jr. He's bringing his experience and counsel to some young players, and they are delivering.
Coming up on the NFL today. While the spotlight focuses on Lamar and Patrick, the players on the other side of the ball really stepped it up. Find out which defense the guys think will shine brightest later today. Jonathan Jones caught up with second-year sensation Isaiah Pacheco. And you'll want to hear how the Chiefs running back thinks today's game against the Ravens will play out. In the NFC Championship game, the Lions will try to make history, while the 49ers look to live up to expectations. We'll go live to Levi Stadium for a preview of the big showdown. All that and more when the NFL Today returns on CBS, home of Super Bowl 58. The NFL Today on CBS is powered by Ram Trucks, America's best light-duty pickup for new vehicle quality.